guys, Rachybop here and welcome to today's episode of Ask Rachybop.
For Apple's apps and iPhone theory, and talk of how your life can change with Siri. Into The Sims, but there's real life too. She loves to answer questions from all of you. Ask Rachybop.
Please ignore that really annoying alarm outside. I don't know what it is, it won't stop. I've tried to wait to film and there's just no time left, so we're all just going to have to deal with it, okay? First of all, I just want to thank you all for waiting a couple of weeks for this episode. Obviously I couldn't do one last week because I was away at Gamescom. So thank you so much for waiting and for still asking questions. The first question this week comes from Joe Vlog. Do you have a favourite Sims expansion pack? And if you could do one thing in the world, what would it be? Now, my favourite expansion pack is The Sims 3 Island Paradise, and the one thing I would have liked them to do with that was to add dolphins and maybe more marine life and make it a bit more focused around those creatures. Maybe they'll do that in The Sims 4. Next question comes from Matthew Might. Do you play any instruments or have you tried to learn to play one in the past? I do play a few instruments. I learned and was graded on piano and in music theory, so I pretty much pick up most instruments. I play a little bit of guitar, I've played a little bit of flute, clarinet, just little bits of everything really, but mainly piano. Next question comes from Riley Thompson. Have you ever been to Chicago? Yes, I have. I went there on my big trip through America, stopped off there on the Amtrak and went to the aquarium. Next question comes from Lewis Heath. Have you ever gasped extremely loud at text on your phone, making people stare at you awkwardly? No, not really loud. The only thing that I've done that's been really embarrassing that hasn't really involved my phone, I've been asleep on a train into Rome and I woke up, you know sometimes when you woke up with a big like snore? I did that and then realised I was on a train full of people and everyone just cracked up. Next question comes from Plum Bob Sim Girl. What would you do if I, Justine, met you if you ever went to VidCon/Comic-Con? I would totally fangirl. I'd try to control it, but I don't know if I could. Next question comes from Simmania383. What were your first impressions of The Sims 4 whilst at Gamescom? I think initially I was super excited to be there, and we did only get to play on Create a Sim, the Sims people who actually went to Gamescom, so in Sims Camp you didn't get to play anything more than anyone else, but you did get these masterclasses, and they're not something we can talk about what they talked about yet because we're still under embargo. I think really it's really advanced, and I think also what I read from it was that there's a lot of potential for the expansion packs. So when they bring on, there's going to be a lot of change and it's going to flow more smoothly and be more fluid, and the little changes within it will make a huge difference, and that's how it looked to me when we saw it. And also it's going to be leaps ahead of what we saw because it was only pre-alpha. So it's going to be really good, but also just the potential of what the expansion packs are going to be able to do. They're not going to be limited to what we are now in The Sims 3, and it's been really difficult playing The Sims 3 since I got back. Next question comes from Batchboy2 here on YouTube. What is your favourite Sims game? Sims 4. Next question comes from Bonnie Ryder. Why did you stop doing Celeb Sunday? Which social media site out of Twitter, Instagram and Facebook would you give up? Stopped doing Celeb Sunday because I was doing videos every single day, all themed around different things. Celeb Sunday was the one on a Sunday. Surprise. I just felt like I couldn't put enough time into it to make it really good, and also there wasn't enough of you guys interested in what I was putting out there on that day. I did do like a poll of what I should keep and what I should lose, and what's left is what's left. So I don't know, like I enjoyed it, I enjoy listening to celeb news, but sometimes when you're forced to do it every single week it can become more like a chore than something you love. So I didn't want to push it, and I didn't want to be pushing out heaps of content that was just rubbish. So I decided to focus on specific days and work on improving the quality of those. And I would easily give up Instagram because if I use Twitter and Facebook I could see Instagram posts through those. Next question comes from Tristan Carlson. What do you think of the following celebrities? Katy Perry, Macklemore, One Direction and Justin Timberlake. I love them all. If I had to put them in order, it would be Justin Timberlake, Katy Perry, One Direction, Macklemore. And the final question this week comes from Alan JX. Where did you think of the moose rating system? I presume you mean my big fat moose. There she is. I don't know how I thought of it. I just knew I needed a rating system. I didn't want to do 3 stars, 5 stars. I wanted to do something fun. And I kind of wanted to bring Big Fat Moo into it because I love her. I usually try things on my channel and if it gets a reaction then I keep doing it, and Big Fat Moo got a good reaction, so she's here to stay. Oh, that alarm. Okay, that's it for this week's Ask Rachybop, back to normal from now. So ask your questions in the comments over on my Facebook like page, facebook.com/Rachybop, off of YouTube, and on Twitter using the hashtag AskRachybop. Don't forget to like this video, share it with friends and enemies, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye!